People keep waiting for their life to begin. And I think that's one of the biggest illusions that we live under. Because life isn't happening someday, it's happening one day at a time. One day. And I started thinking about the phrase deeply. One day. Dia, Dios, God. One day, one consciousness. Infinite possibilities expressing itself through experience. And then I thought, what actually is a day? Because we divide life into timelines. Yesterday, tomorrow, next year, 5-year plans, regret, anxiety, memories, expectations. But if we're being honest, life never actually happens there. Think about it. It only ever happens here, today, right now, this moment. And most people are so disconnected from the present that they're missing their entire life while trying to figure life out. They're mentally somewhere else all day, stuck in what happened, obsessing over what could happen, projecting into the future, reliving conversations, replaying pain, and escaping themselves. Meanwhile, life is literally happening right in front of them. And what hit me recently is this. Your entire life is hidden inside one single day. Not metaphorically, literally. Look at your day closely enough and you'll find your patterns. Your consciousness, your wounds, your habits, your level of self-love, your discipline, your avoidance, your intention, your chaos, your healing. Everything is there. How you wake up matters. What's the first thing you touch in the morning? Your phone? Your mind? Your breath? Your spirit? Do you wake up already overwhelmed before your feet even hit the ground? Do you nourish yourself or abandon yourself first thing in the morning? Because these little moments seem insignificant until you realize they become your identity over time. Your days become your weeks become your months become your years. And then people wake up at 60 years old wondering where their life went. It went into unconscious days, repeating over and over again. That's where it went. And I'm not saying this from some place of perfection. I'm saying this because I've lived it too. We all have days where we numb ourselves, days where we react instead of respond, days where we choose comfort over growth, days where we eat the thing we said we weren't going to eat, and days where we avoid the conversation, avoid the healing, avoid the mirror. But I think the beauty of existence is this. Every day, consciousness gets another opportunity to know itself differently. That's awareness. People think transformation happens in this giant moment, but transformation is usually hidden in the ordinary. It's hidden in what you repeatedly choose. And I think a lot of us understand deep things intellectually, but our actual lives still reflect exhaustion, avoidance, overstimulation, emotional clutter. And that disconnect can mess with you. It's to know something so deeply, but still catch yourself repeating patterns that don't even feel aligned anymore. I've had moments where my mind understood consciousness, healing, awareness, all the deeper truths, but my nervous system was still in survival mode. I was still overthinking, still emotionally drained, still carrying old versions of myself. And I had to sit with that, honestly. Because eventually you realize that awareness alone doesn't change your life. Your habits do, your choices do, what you repeatedly embodied us. The way you speak to yourself, the way you start your mornings, what you consume every day mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and also what you avoid, what you keep postponing, what you keep feeding. That's what shapes your reality over time, and I think that's why people suffer so much internally, because deep down, they know they're not the same person anymore, but they're still living the same day over and over again. And the crazy thing is, nature already shows us this. Morning, afternoon, evening, night, spring, summer, fall, winter, birth, growth, death, rebirth. The macro reflects the micro. The same intelligence moving the sun is moving through your nervous system. And once you really understand that, you stop seeing yourself as disconnected from life. You realize that you are life, experiencing itself through your perspective, your body, your archetype, your story, your struggles, your gifts. It's one consciousness playing every role. And I know that can sound abstract to some people, crazy a bit, but honestly, you already feel this intuitively. That's why humans search for meaning constantly, because deep down we know there's something bigger happening here than survival and paying bills. We feel it. We feel the longing, the remembering, the pull towards something deeper. And I think part of awakening is realizing that your life is not separate from the sacred. Your day is sacred. Even the small moments. Drinking water, walking outside, laughing with somebody you love, crying in your car, starting over, taking accountability, sitting in silence, cooking a meal intentionally, choosing not to react the same way you did yesterday, because all of it matters. Your life is being shaped in the smallest moments, whether you realize it or not. And I had to really ask myself, what does my one day actually look like? And not the fantasy version, the real version. What energy am I waking up in? What am I feeding my mind? What am I repeating? What am I tolerating? What am I creating? Am I drinking enough water? Because if I keep repeating the same unconscious day, I'm reinforcing the same identity. And maybe that's really the deeper meaning behind one day, one God, one consciousness, infinite expressions. It's living itself through all the possibilities, including you. So maybe the question isn't, what am I doing with my life? Maybe the real question is, what am I doing with today? Because today becomes tomorrow's memory. Today becomes your nervous system. Today becomes your habits. Today becomes your future. Your entire life is being built inside this moment, whether you realize it or not. So what does your one day look like? And if your whole life reflected today, would you like what you see? That's the real question. Have a great day.